it's an exciting time in esports anytime Riot does a big event, but nothing compares to the League of Legends World Championships. Super excited to have Guy Carrington from Done+Dusted, who worked on that show just recently. Guy, first and foremost, thanks for taking the time.
No, pleasure.
So, as I mentioned, Riot always goes big, and when it comes to Worlds, dating all the way back to the Flying Dragon, in China many years ago in Beijing, every year they're trying to one-up themselves. This year, somehow you guys worked with them to do it again.
Yep.
Going into the World Championship production project, what were some of the big goals that you worked on with Riot? What were some of the big things that they wanted to make sure to achieve with the opening ceremonies?
I mean, it's funny you mentioned the dragon, because that came up a lot. Going back to China for the first time, there was a lot of talk about what this year's dragon was going to be.
Right.
So that was definitely a filter, and it was definitely something we considered a lot during the process. I mean, we're always trying to tell a story. So I think there's a lot of storytelling in these opening ceremonies. I think we were celebrating 15 years of the esport, so we definitely wanted to look back. We were celebrating the culmination of a cinematic story. We were celebrating all the previous winners.
Yes.
We really wanted to use this ceremony as a way of setting the stakes and building anticipation for the final. Like, sometimes you can fall into a trap of these things being entertainment first, and ultimately they become a bit of a turn-off. I think we really wanted this to tee up what was to come. Like, we wouldn't be there if the sport wasn't there, and so there's always a big push from Riot to keep that in the back of our mind. Like, it's player first, it's game first, it's teams first, and so you'll notice in this year's ceremony we featured the teams twice.
Yep.
They always get the biggest reaction in the audience. As much as you book great artists and you book great performers, the teams are what people are there to see, and so making sure that they're a constant part of that narrative and that story. And really setting the stakes. Like,
Sure.
you want the audience to really feel the anticipation going into that final, because the next thing that happens is the first game.
Yep.
You're going into it, and so you want to create spectacle. You want it to be big. Riot loves to go big. Riot loves to use new tech. Riot loves to really push the IP.
Yeah.
And so we spent, I mean, it was probably one of the biggest LED screens I've ever worked with in my life. We also had an LED floor. We spent a lot of time really honing that screen's content to make sure it delivered. Like, when you're playing with characters, you have to get it right.
Yeah,
This audience is going to call you out if you don't.
Yes, right.
So, like, choosing the right partner. We had a great partner in Parasol Island from Germany who created that content for us, and they nailed it. It was extraordinary.
You said it, though. Esports fans and the gaming community overall is going to call you on your bullshit if you're not authentic. Authenticity is very important in every facet today, but most importantly to that community. So you guys got to the show, it really knocked it out of the park. What were some big highlights? What was the reaction from Riot and the fans? How did it go over?
I mean, Riot were very happy, thankfully. And thankfully, we're already prepping for 2026.
Great.
So Valorant and League of Legends. So we do the ceremonies for both. I mean, I think the biggest reaction we got was content. I mean, like the Atacama moment in Song 2, I think, like, bringing that to life. And then the moment with Anima at the end, and I think that kind of elevation moment and the big, I think that was a huge part of it. And the set design, I think we were kind of careful to stay true to the cinematic and stay true to the music video, to sacrifice. It's like, it's a combination of things. You know what I mean? It's like you have to, all down to the wardrobe, down to makeup. It's like all of it has to be very carefully considered, because you're influenced by all of these things.
Yeah.
It's like what Jem was wearing, what Taya was wearing, what Chrissy was wearing. It's all influenced by the content. It's all influenced by the game. Like, the way that people move, it's influenced by the game. And so you have to consider it. It's a 12-month-a-year job for us.
Yeah,
because
you have to monitor what's happening in the game, how the storyline's evolving. Yeah, for sure. And the properties around the game too.
Exactly. And we're constantly in conversation with Riot. Like, we work very closely with them. Like, we have weekly calls 12 months of the year.
Yeah.
Because we push the boundaries, and so you have to be testing the waters constantly. Like, we're always saying, like, they'll give us an initial brief and say, like, these are the things we want to try and cover. We'll go away, work on it for a couple of weeks, come back and go, well, okay, what about this? Like, do you think this is right? Is this right? And it's like, well, no, this person wouldn't do that. Like this character wouldn't do that. Like that song wasn't fit right. And so I think it's constantly a big collaboration between all of us.